Without objection.
Thank you, Madam President. I come to the floor at this point, Madam President, to oppose the nomination of David Chipman as Director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. David Chipman is an anti-gun extremist who would politicize one of the world's greatest law enforcement agencies, the ATF. If confirmed, he would be the most radically anti-gun director in the ATF history. David Chipman's views are completely out of touch with those of the American people. He opposed the Supreme Court case that struck down Washington, D.C.'s ban on handguns, the Heller case. He was party to a legal brief in the case which said the Second Amendment, he said, only protects militias. He supports bringing back the 1994 assault weapons ban, which President Biden often brags that he wrote. Congress let that ban expire because there was never any proof that it brought down crime. During his hearing with the Judiciary Committee, Senator Cotton specifically asked Mr. Chipman to define what an assault weapon is. Mr. Chipman said an assault weapon would be whatever Congress defines it as. Senator Cotton went on to ask Mr. Chipman for his own definition of an assault weapon. He said, any semi-automatic rifle capable of accepting a detachable magazine above a .22. Well, as Senator Cotton rightly pointed out, this would ban most sporting rifles in America. If David Chipman made our gun laws, most sporting rifles would be banned. States could ban handguns. Private gun sales would be illegal. These views are completely out of touch with the views of more than 100 million Americans who are law-abiding gun owners. Worst of all, David Chipman does not have the character and integrity to lead the ATF. He has repeatedly mocked gun owners and impugned people's motives for owning a gun. David Chipman said gun ownership is a way you can get patriotic without having to serve in the military. He said, I'd compare gun ownership to the same reason Americans might want a muscle car. This is not why people buy guns. The American people buy guns to protect themselves, to keep their families safe. The American people are buying guns by the millions right now because they're afraid of Democrats' gun control policies and they're afraid of crime in Democrat cities. Last year, Democrats cut $1 billion in police funding across America. And as a result, we saw the largest increase in murder in 60 years. In response, the American people bought more than 20 million guns, including 8 million guns by first-time gun owners. First-time gun owners, because they realized they weren't able to be protected when those are trying to defund the police. Gun ownership is still going up because Democrats are still defunding police and Democrat cities are in chaos. We don't need an ATF director who mocks nearly half of the country. Recently, we found out another serious concern about Mr. Chipman's character. According to media reports, multiple ATF agents say David Chipman was accused of making racist comments about African Americans. I won't repeat them here. The comments are of great concern. According to the report, the racist comments were reported to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and a complaint was filed against him. Republicans on the Senate Judiciary Committee have called for another hearing in light of this new information that has come out. I commend my colleagues for their due diligence. Yet I don't think another hearing is necessary. What is necessary is for President Biden to withdraw this nomination. Plenty of qualified Democrats out there who could be nominated to do this job. The men and women of the ATF deserve a leader with integrity and with respect for the Second Amendment to our Constitution. More than 100 million legal gun owners in this country deserve it, too. Thank you, Madam President, and I yield the floor.